My name is Bridget Bailey, and I'm currently a sophomore here at Kutztown University. I'm majoring in sport management, and I decided to do a job analysis on an athletic director position. Some requirements for this position are a bachelor's degree in physical education field. So that mainly applies towards middle school and high school because they tend to hire people that will also work as a coach, or they'll work as a coach or a teacher as well as the athletic director. So a bachelor's degree is needed for that, and for a higher level such as a higher level institution such as a university, they may require a master's degree because it's a higher level athletic department, so they're going to want a higher level education as well, and they would probably like that in the sport management field as well. There are also some soft skills that are needed. So leadership is a big skill that's needed for this position. Time management for an athletic director, time management is extremely important because, they put together all these schedules for teams. They have many deadlines that need to be met. And if those aren't met and those schedules aren't made and they aren't able to manage their time well and get things done efficiently, then it can suffer it can make the athletic department suffer. Communication is also really important because you have to be able to communicate well with your coworkers, everyone that you're involved with, every team that you talk to, and all that, because if you're not able to communicate well, then they're most likely not going to be able to communicate well with you either. Social skills and interpersonal relationships are also extremely important because you need to be able to interact well with other people in order to be successful. You also need to be able to work under pressure. So it is a high level stress job because there is so much pressure that's put on this position, especially if you're going to be working at a university of some sort. Those athletic departments take everything extremely seriously. So one slip up could be detrimental to the department. Some of the duties that the job requires are hiring and firing coaching positions, fundraising for the sports involved from the institutions, setting budgets for all those sports, scheduling the games for every single sport, ordering new athletic equipment, including uniforms, all the equipment that teams need. They deal with public relations and media involvement. So if say for a high-level Division I university has the media come to watch a game or something involved with the media, they would most likely put the athletic director in charge of dealing with that. They also need to supervise coaches, and that goes back towards hiring and firing coaching positions, because if they're going to supervise coaches, they're going to do what they need to do to, make sure that their programs are getting the best that they can. For compensation, the average salary for an athletic director is $50,000 to $80,000 a year, but it can also go upwards to $100,000 a year, but that applies more towards the higher level institutions such as colleges. But it can also go as low as $34,000, which most likely is for middle schools or very, very small high schools that just don't get enough don't get enough attention in their athletic department. Some short-term goals for an athletic director are listening to requests of student athletes. I know as a student athlete myself, we have so many things that we would like to talk about, and we would like to request and have our voices heard. So having an athletic director sit down and take into consideration what you have to say would be a nice short-term goal, because a lot of the requests that student athletes have are not very big. Another short-term goal could be updating the athletics website, which could be very beneficial to the university or the institution or whoever that athletic director is working for, because an updated athletics website is more appealing and also more likely to get attention to their athletic department. Long-term goals, that probably includes budget budgeting the department money more efficiently. So instead of spending all the money possible in a certain sport, maybe going back and trying to find ways to use that money in other sports and give everybody also those benefits too. But that also may take a while just because, developing a budget is somewhat difficult and takes a decent amount of time, especially for if you were working for a university of some sort. Also, another long-term goal could be developing a recruitment program. So adding like a recruitment program to a school's website. This would mainly apply to a college, but applying a recruitment program to a website would be helpful because that just brings more attention to your university for student athletes, and that leads to expansion of your whole entire department. So I think that would be a very beneficial long-term goal for an athletics director. Thank you.